Alright, hello and welcome to another episode of the Bradford City Career Mode. This is the finale of Season 1. As you can tell, we've pretty much completed this season. We're going to be guaranteed second, which means automatic promotion to League 1, which is beautiful. We could have won the title, but we choked it, and fair play to Colchester. They deserve it. I forgot to save after the last episode. I'm recording these back-to-back, so I'm just going to make sure I've saved over. But yeah, full credit to Colchester. They've done incredibly. I can't be mad at this point. They've just been destroying teams left, right, and centre. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for our final game of the season against Walsall. And because he is retiring at the end of the season, I've been making a big deal of it. We're going to put Clayton Donaldson up front for his final game in the Bradford City shirt. I'm also going to check who is loaned in because it'll be their final game before they get sent back to their parent club. So let me just check that quickly. I can't remember who's loaned in, so I don't know how you check. It would say, wouldn't it? It says for Palmer, right? On loan at Bradford City, yeah, okay. There's someone else on loan. Connor Chaplin, that's right. So Chaplin will be getting a start. Donaldson's retiring of the season, so give him his final send-off, I guess. Anyone else? Divine's contract's expiring. I thought I renewed that, but I guess I didn't. Colville can go. Gibson can go. Anyone else? I'm trying to find anyone else. See anyone else is on loan. No, it's just Chaplin and Palmer have to start then, and Donaldson. So give Ismail a break. Bring in Chaplin. McCartan's not going to be a captain because they're going to bring Richards Everton back in for O'Connor, actually, I think. I might sell Richards Everton on, to be honest. The only reason I'm doing this is because he's 28. He won't grow much more. There's a couple of players I want to sell on just because they're purely because of their age. Scandal's going down in rating, so probably better to sell him now. Who else? Carbonator's 20, okay. Who else? Who else can I offload? Mellor will probably be one that goes. Akpan, I might keep. I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on Akpan. Vaughan will stay despite his age. I know I'm like going against myself there, but he's had a good season, so. O'Donnell will probably be another one on his way up because we've got two very good goalkeepers, or two goalkeepers who could be very good on their day. Anyway, that's going to be, I think, our final starting 11 for this season. We've got a press conference to attend. This is going to be a long episode, guys, so we're in for the long haul. Just because it's the end of the season.
Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. We're going to start.
Not only have
with
we got the
questions
game,
now.
we've got to cover everything involved in the season. Here we go with the pre-match conference. Mr. Johnson, in your opinion, is there a chance that Walsall will win the match against your team? It's a possibility. Oh. There's a possibility that Walsall could secure a win. Wins are never guaranteed, even though we're in good form. We're not. Just won one game. Last time Walsall lost with an incredible 4-0 to Bradford City. Will your team perform just as well this time? Well, the difficulty's been increased since then. I'm pretty sure that Walsall one was in the professional difficulty era of Bradford City, which was a very short era. We will see. Last match, Bradford City's players showed tremendous skill, but we mustn't let our guard down because of this. I think we can win, but I don't think it'll be 4-0. Given the current standings of you and your opponent's teams, do you hope to get closer to the top spot? I don't know if you've looked at the league, but it's the last game of the season. This team will play well as always. My boys will play their usual high quality football, which will secure necessary points for first place. We'll take second actually because we can't catch up.
Guys, we're now out of time. Thanks for attending. Apologies if you were unable to ask your question.
Yeah, I have a question. Why the fuck do you not look at the league table before these conferences? But yeah, no, we'll take a look at the news quickly. We've got a win over Northampton, obviously. Best 11 of the week. James Vaughan, Connor Chaplin, both in there. Walsall will be looking to avoid a repeat performance, having lost 4-0 to Bradford City earlier in the season. Bradford City believe they can mount a title challenge this season. I don't know if these... Does anyone who, like, anyone who does the news actually looked at a table? Like, have they actually looked? We are 7 points behind with a game to go. How are we going to win the league? I mean, Colchester are most likely going to win their last game anyway. But anyway, yep. We're heading to the final game of Season 1 versus Walsall. I could sim it. I want to give Donaldson a send-off. probably the only retiring player we'll get in this entire mode because I'll probably sell them all. I'll probably sell the other ones before they reach retirement age. So Donaldson's been a good. He's not been like incredible. He had a good start to the season. He's just kind of dropped off. But I'm fully fine with that because he's 36. Vaughan has been picking up the goals this season, so I think that's the squad we're going to go with. We're going to have Leonard Grill in goal, Kakachi and Henley as the fullbacks, Hennessy and Richards Everton as the centre backs. Richards Everton needs to get a captain's armband from McCartan. And we're going to have Carbonero on the left mid spot, Scanlon on the right mid spot, Palmer in the centre mid spot. McCartan and Chaplin are going to be the centre attacking mids, and Donaldson will be the lone striker. Of course, Palmer, Chaplin, and Donaldson will probably play our last games with Bradford City. I don't think I'll loan in those two again. I might loan in Palmer, but I don't think I'll loan in Chaplin again, even though he's been good. It was just for striker cover, really, and he seems to have played more games than I expected him to. And then Donaldson, obviously, is retiring, so he's getting the final game of the season, just as a send-off. Because I actually simmed... Like, the reason I'm doing this mainly is because I simmed a season, and with I can't remember what club it was with, but one of the players was retiring. And they were mad that they didn't get the starting lineup spot for their final game of their career. So I don't want morale to go down, especially we've got quite a high manager rating. I think it was 92 we had, which isn't too bad. It's actually going quite well, but I'm not going to keep going with it. I want to get into the game. For this skill games, it's probably off screen just to practice. But anyway, we're at home at the Valley Parade to finish off our season. This could have been where we won the title, but we choked and we won't win the title. But of course, the home fans will celebrate getting back up to League One at the first time of asking. Relegated down to League Two at the end of last season. We've gone straight back up, and we fully expected that at the start of the season. I really wanted the title, but Colchester, too much of a powerful force. In real life, Bradford City is second, so I am fine with that. But Colchester aren't top in real life. I think it's Forest Green that are top of League Two right now. It said the Colchester and Bradford game actually tomorrow was postponed, so I'm not sure why it's telling me that it's still on. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Hopefully these fucking yellow cards will go once the season's over, because these are getting bloody annoying. Anyway, yeah, Donaldson's getting his send-off. I don't know if we're going to talk about Donaldson's last match here in the commentary booth, but if he could get a goal in this send-off, that would be incredible, but he doesn't have to. He just get his last 90 minutes of his career. Here is a Walsall team, and we need to watch out for Kaelan, or I don't know how to pronounce that, Kaelan Lavery, because he's scored quite a few goals this season. And they've also got 5 at the back. Fuck's sake. Well, it doesn't matter what result we get here, because, like I said, I'll say it again for the 1000th time. Can't go any higher, we can't go any lower. Walsall can drop down maybe a place or two, but they've got playoffs secured, so they won't drop any lower either. I don't think they can catch up to Mansfield. And now they get the ball rolling. But anyway, we'll just play. It's not really an important game. We'll just play for playing sake, I guess. Just so I can say I played all the games this season. Oh, I've got round. I'll try to get it on Donaldson's head. But I couldn't find him.
Let's see if it helps the opposition. Lavery. Gordon.
I'm glad I'm keeping Ismail and McCartan because they're fast as fuck and they're going to be really useful in League One with their pace. I'm hoping to maybe get a pacey striker, because I'm so used to not having a pacey striker. With Vaughan and then Donaldson. Omari Patrick's quite fast, but I haven't used him that much this season. He'll probably get more of a starting role next season, since the other ones are getting older. Very good by Grill to come up and gather that. Very nice decision making.
We all make mistakes, don't we, Derek? On that occasion, it was the goalkeeper, but he made up for it.
Carbonero.
Well, they've been playing terrific football for most of the season, and the table spells that
McCartan. Donaldson. Send off goal. It's going to be a penalty. And I think we've got to give this to Clayton. I'll probably miss it because I can't do penalties for shit, but we've got to give it to Clayton. He won the penalty anyway, so he'll be taking it.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going in the book.
Oh, it's a bad challenge. Maybe a yellow, but the ref's given no card for it. Probably because it's so early in the game. Carbonero standing over it. But he knows who's taking this. His penalty stats are awful. But it's in, and it's going to be a possible final goal for Donaldson. And he's going to go celebrate. He's got a goal in his retirement match. It may be a penalty, but he won the penalty, so I think that's fair. The goalkeeper didn't dive either way. It was bottom left from Donaldson. I was going to go right, but I assumed the keeper probably dived there because that's probably the easiest place to go in this game. So I tried to switch it up, and it worked. And an early goal here. Walsall clumsy in defence, and Donaldson, I don't know how many he scored this season. 13 goals, a decent contribution for the amount he's played. But at the end of the day, it's a goal in a send-off match. 1-0 now. The Bradford City fans are singing. It's been a pretty dire end to the season, but we are going to be promoted regardless. So if anything, all I want is just a win to finish off a season, a good result. It's a very good save by Leonard Grill. That shot came in quite well there from Walsall. I'm not sure who took it. Probably Lavery, the top scorer for them. But it was the opposite side of Grill's goal, and he's come across well and dove well to make that save. And he, I think, will only get better. It's just his war. It's like his rookie season with us. So I think he'll only get better. It's just getting used to us, getting the stats up. And that, I don't know what who's that in the goal? Scar's headed it over the top anyway. I don't know who the fuck is standing in the goal. I think it's Scannell. It is Scannell. I don't know why he's just standing in the goal, but there you go. If I do sell Scannell, I have to either switch the formation up or get a right mid in. Leonard Grill. Straight to Matthew Palmer. He's playing his last game in the Bradford City shirt too. Not the same, obviously, as Donaldson because he's going to be playing back at his parent club, which is, I believe, Rotherham next season. I'm offside. I knew as soon as I played. I wanted to try and get there first. I wanted to try and get there and then pass it before he ran off, but couldn't. Their defensive line stopped, and yeah, I'm a foot offside. It's unfortunate. I gotta get a free kick out of it. Sadler now standing over it. In towards Gordon, but we're gonna get possession here. That's I'm gonna be honest, that's not where I wanted to pass it. I mean, maybe with a little power I might have wanted to pass it there, but that's not even where I aimed. McCartan with a tackle though. Salford have scored. Interesting. We'll see where they finish and the rest of the teams finish at the end of the season. We'll have to look in particular at Championship because Championship teams getting relegated. We'll play them next season. So there'll be some big dogs in there we'll have to overcome.
Strong play here.
Everton closes down the attack as he's been doing all bloody season. Palmer losing possession to Facey there, but not a big problem right now anyway. Well, it could prove to be Lavery. Want to obviously add to his goal tally. Could close him down like crazy, and the second shot there, I'm not sure who it was by, but it wasn't great anyway. Rolled out to Hennessy. Chaplin couldn't win the ball.
Well, the visitors very much dictating the tempo over the last 15 minutes or so. They
yeah,
just need a bit
Walsall
of
have been pushing us hard for an equaliser. At this point, though, it's fine. We'll just try and hold strong. We've got the goal.
It's a goal for the home team. 28 minutes played, 1-0.
Alan McAnally keeping us right.
We still, I was going to say we won't be playing against this team next season anyway, but it still could be if they win the playoffs. I'll obviously take a look at that as well to see who does win the playoffs. I'm going to sim all the way to June the 30th, and then that's probably where I'll end the episode.
And Chaplin has
There's going to be a lot of maybe I'm looking for pre-contract players again. Stuff like that, just everything's going to get looked at just in case. McCartan's going to run through and get a second. No, he's not. It's a very good save from Roberts. The pace there from McCartan, I thought, hey, he's got around the defender, away from him enough to get a second goal, but Roberts got down well, and it was a very good save. Tipped it around the post. I think Walsall will probably be the team that come up with us in the playoffs, but I'm not sure yet anyway. So McCartan in the area to Hennessy. Not the smartest idea to go for him. Maybe go for a taller guy next time. Hammer receives it down to Scannell. Connor Chaplin is going to get there, and he's going to throw it in. It's back post. It's headed away. Scannell, I believe, tried to come in there and get the ball, but it's going to be brought away by Walsall. Scannell wins the ball back though. Chaplin, Hammer, Donaldson. Could get a second. Could get a second. Oh, it was a lucky break there. The defender tackled, and we should have been tackled, I guess. But Donaldson, the ball still broke, so he lashed at it a little bit probably, and it's gone wide. Could have been 2-0. At the end of the day, he's got his goal. Whether he gets more is just a bonus. Bradford City fans in full voice, because they know they're promoted. Walsall have to play a couple more games to find out whether they'll be promoted. Hennessy, could he win a header? He actually does. It loses possession. And now Hennessy down in the middle of the pitch. I thought it was an injury there for a second. Luckily it's just him recovering. Hammer, Carbonero, Carton making a run. Yeah. I wanted to press Y a little bit earlier there, but Carbonero wins the ball back anyway. Carton back to Carbonero. And it's going to be a corner, I think, here. Really struggling there to get a cross in was Carbonero. He was getting pushed and shoulder bars and everything. He held strong, and in the end he's won a corner, which is a good bit of play from him. Donaldson, the target. Oh, he couldn't quite get it. Richards Everton's not going to get it either. It's not going to fall for him. Carbonero. Back to McCartan. Bradford men still forward from the corner. Donaldson finds Chaplin, who hasn't connected with that properly at all. Very good pass actually from Donaldson. Chaplin maybe could have taken time a bit there, but went for the first timer and it didn't work. Scannell. Carbonero back into Scannell. I passed that off first time, but Scannell decided to take a touch. That's fine. 3 minutes of added time. Walsall still have a chance in this first half to equalise before the break, and if they do, that will take my morale way down. But then again, we have a chance now to get 2 before the break. Scannell spots Carbonero. Defence are at odds, and it could be 2, and it's not going to be 2. Was that a save?
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Oh, he did tip it wide. Okay, I was going to say, Carbonero's just put that wide of his own accord. I'm a little bit pissed, but it was tipped wide by Roberts, and that's a very good save at the end of it. In all honesty. McCartan standing over the corner. Last chance to get a second in this first half. Donaldson, target. Back in once again, back post is Chaplin. Another corner. We're nearly 5 minutes into the injury time when it was only meant to be 3 minutes. And surely the half needs to be over soon. Just over 5 minutes into injury time now. Bradford City taking as much time as they feel like. Carton standing over the corner once again. Obviously aiming for Donaldson hopefully here. Never mind, it's gone to Hennessy, who's just going to head it way wide. And after nearly 6 minutes, I believe, of stoppage time, we get the half-time whistle, and Donaldson the only scorer.
Well, Derek, it certainly was a good 45 minutes from the lad. Obviously got the goal to give him the lead, but he's looked very, very lively as well.
He's played very well. Donaldson's actually had a good game in his send-off match. Anyway, 1-0 at the break. Let's take a look around the grounds. Colchester aren't winning for once, but I'm guessing by the end of the game they will be. I suppose it's not really a big deal to look around all those scores anymore, but we'll go to the match stats to see what we're looking at. Half time, we've had more shots and more shots on target, but they've had slightly more possession. I think the 1-0 is fair, to be honest. We're going to go into the second half, just get going. The last 45 minutes of League Two.
Switched around and are ready now for the second half.
Guthrie coming off for Sinclair.
Possession. After that, it's been a little bit disappointing. Creativity in midfield is a little bit off. Certainly too slow.
I could do an episode with the game and another episode with all the end of season stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to have it one big episode. It's a good play to Cock. I can't read his full name. That's a long ass name. I'm just wanting to defend this. The left mid with a double barreled long ass name puts into the box, so we clear it. Guthrie now. Kinsella. Down to Kyronen. Shut him down.
And he takes on the shot.
Tried a shot, but it was a good stop. Grill, it was quite easy, to be honest, actually. That wasn't the best of throws, though. Hoping when I throw it to a player, it actually goes to said player, but I always get what you want, I suppose.
Well, they want that equaliser, but they're passing a really sumptuous ball.
Good bit of play, but it's in the side netting.
No, it was decent. Really, really decent chance for the lad. They'll keep pushing away to try and get that equaliser.
Tried it and failed it. If we win this, we're 1 point off 100, which is a good. I reckon it's a good tally. We could have had 100 if a couple more results had gone our way, but we could have had the title if a couple more results had gone our way. We had some off days, and unfortunately, we're only going. I say we're unfortunate. We're only going to get promotion, but promotion is very good as well. It's going to be a header, and it's going to be off the crossbar. And this game is a joke sometimes. Fuck it, we'll go with Chaplin. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's a striker right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a striker right there. Where the fuck is that shot going then? I'm not sure whether he's right or left footed, to be honest. I think he can. I can't even remember, to be completely honest. But anyway, that's fucking dire. I don't even know why there's a replay on it. Here we go with the Bradford City faithful singing away once again. They might be chanting League One because they know that's where they're going next season.
Well, I'm hearing there's been a goal.
They're chanting Bradford. I don't know what they're chanting.
Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a second goal for the home team. 58 minutes played. 2-0.
Thank you, Alan McInally.
Ganel Donaldson needs an option here. He's got one in Carbonero. They're closing us down very well, but Donaldson's got some space, and he's going to get his second on his send-off. Donaldson made some very good space for himself. And he's got two now. And this begs the question. Can he get a hat-trick in his final career game?
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a
good
goal.
pass
On this
through
occasion, it's a simple
by
goal
Palmer.
from his point of view.
And a finish into the bottom left corner. He's been doing that his entire career. Donaldson puts another one in the back of the net.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach.
It sucks that he's retiring, but I probably would have sold him if he wasn't retiring anyway. So 14 goals for Donaldson. I don't know how many games he's played, but it can't be much more than 14. I reckon he's played about half the season.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes.
Cockerill, I want to read this name. Cockerill Mollet. I didn't tackle him purposefully just so I could read the name. I'm not going to tackle him. Cockerill Mollet. What a fucking name. Dawson's calling for a ball through here.
Can they convert?
Oh, I was trying an attack. I maybe should have gone for something with Chaplin. Tried to play it through to Carbonero, but it didn't work. I was also maybe hoping I could get back to Donaldson for his hat-trick, but didn't, unfortunately. That was a dire pass. If I'd gone past the defender, I would have been asking questions of their defence, to be honest. Fuck you. I didn't do anything, ref, didn't say anything.
But they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Walsall have had more possession, but we've had more goals, and that's all that matters. Possession doesn't count when you're 2-0 up. Possession would be nice, but at this point in the season, it doesn't really matter. Last game of the season, 2-0 up. I think I can forego a bit of possession for that. They've got 3 centre backs. I want Donaldson to make a run through, but he's 36, so I don't expect it. Yeah, that wasn't the best idea. Maybe I should have just kept going or passed it off to someone else. They're on the break here, and that was not the play. That was not the play there. He should have just taken the shot on. Oh, Carbonero outstrength. And they've got the ball before Palmer there. Interesting.
Well, visionary passing.
Good bit of play from Walsall, but another save. McCart's going to get a yellow for his challenge. So I hope the referee didn't see, but he did. We're just going to play the full 90 minutes with this squad. We don't really need to make substitutions in the final game of the season.
Well, he thought he got away with it, hasn't he?
Substitution for them though. Adebayo coming on for Gordon.
Substitution time it is.
Maybe a little bit more in midfield is what's needed for Walsall to bring this back.
And now the delivery.
Only they know, only their manager knows. It's a header away. Not that far though.
Well, let's get details of a goal.
Pass was garbage though. Donaldson now 36 years young. Gonna run through a whole Walsall defence. It's not gonna happen, is it? I should have guessed. They kept enough players back to stop a counter attack, and that's smart of them. I probably had someone running up with me, but I ignored him because I kind of want to get Donaldson his hat-trick now in the send-off match. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. He's got 2, which is good. And that was a dire shot.
He's going to be especially proud of Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what?
Aaron, you know what? I'm going to go back and get what I said. I'm going to bring on Ismail.
Coming off the pitch, number 7, Sean Scannell, to be replaced by number 11, Zeli Ismail.
No way, it's Sean Scannell. You can eat a dick. I called him Scannell. There's no way it's Scannell. If it's Scannell, I've been calling him Scannell all season, and I've been wrong all season. There's no bloody way his name is Scannell. I've just been waiting for 9 years till Donaldson comes back on side there.
It's a goal for Cheltenham Town.
I refuse to believe his name is Scannell.
Many thanks, Alan.
What's my goalkeeper doing then? I was trying to bring him. I was trying to run him out. I was trying to run him out to come clear. Just running on the spot. Oh, this game is beautiful sometimes. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. Palmer. Obviously his send-off game, but like I said, in a different way. Oh, come on! Just because it's your last game doesn't mean you play like shit now. Granted, they've got the world and their mother defending their back line right now. Already gone past it twice. Could still go past it a third. They could get past ours. They might get past ours. It's not what I did with the ball. And they don't get past ours because their shot accuracy today has been woeful.
No, not accurate enough at all. He had other options.
Laver's on a slow day at the office, which is surprising because he has been their best striker all season.
Well, he's been a little bit safe today. He's not risked anything. That's not good enough. That's why they're behind in this game. Sometimes you've just got to take a little chance.
That's why they could lose the playoffs. They play too safe. I don't know when the playoffs get played, but I'll obviously keep an eye out for them just so I know who else is coming up with me, Mansfield and Colchester.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass.
That was a bad, yep, bad. Oh, bad. Man of the match.
Very attractive looking move.
May not get a hat-trick, but on his send-off he gets man of the match. And there's no debate in that one.
With purpose and control.
Can I get a passing option, please? I can't just run in circles with Palmer until somebody becomes available. I was going to pass to Donaldson, but that means I'd have to pass back to someone else. I kind of want to get. Well, I'm just going to accept that I'm not getting a hat trick with him now. Added times on it, like only 3 minutes, I think. And they're going to be on attack. At Carbonero.
Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, that is how to run at defenders.
Oh god, that was the chance to get the hat-trick, but it doesn't matter because we've won our final game of the season. Donaldson gets man of the match in his send-off. Oh, we promoted. We are League One next season. Walsall have to play 3 more matches to find out their fate. Of course, the first semi-final leg, the second semi-final leg, and then the final. But we know that we're going up. Might not have been the best performance at times this season, but we are promoted to League One. Donaldson with 2 goals, a penalty in the 10th minute, and a second goal on the hour. Tried to get him his hat-trick, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day because he's had a good match to finish off his career. 9.2 from the man. And anyone else really stand out for us? Not really. Palmer was an 8.3. Chaplin did 6.7 in his last Bradford City match. Their best player was, well, Sadler got a 7. Oh, Kinsella. I didn't even see Kinsella. 7.5. I was going to say Sadler and Lavery were their players, but no. I didn't even take a look at the final stats. We had 9 shots for 5 on target. We were more accurate, more clinical, which is why we got the win. They had more possession, but that doesn't matter when you can't finish. Post-match interview to finish off the season. Let's take a look. Colchester did win their final match. I think they finished on 106. That's insane. There's no way I'm keeping that pace, even if I'm playing well. Anyway, here we go. Catches continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied are you with this performance today? Why don't you talk to us about how we're in League One next season? He's got to keep momentum. We need to catch it to keep this momentum. Good momentum going on as long as possible. He did good today, but being able to keep this form going is what separates Script from the good. With 2 goals to secure when Donaldson was the hero today. Any thoughts? Well, obviously my real thoughts is he's done well in his farewell match. I'll give him credit because it's his last match. I'm very impressed with the way Donaldson played today. It was a world-class performance. Good way to end your career. Coming to this one, there wasn't much between your side and Walsall. Did you have any doubts you'd come away with the win? A little bit, because I was just playing for funsies. But, fuck it, we'll end. Bradford City always wins. I always expect to win. The only real question is by how much. So,
thank you for your time. Really appreciate that. That's all the questions we have for you.
Comes to an end. I mean, it might not come to an end. We could get relegated next season and come straight back down. But it comes to an end. I don't even know if we get a message from Donaldson. We've got a message from the board saying that we've won $1 million in prize money for getting promoted. And, yeah, we'll do some training and then we'll give everything a look over. Obviously, some leagues won't have ended yet. I won't do all, like, a full look at everything until June. I'm just going to be doing trainings over the next few weeks. So it's going to be kind of boring for you guys to watch for a little while, but I apologise for that. Might as well just keep going with. I want to keep training Hennessy actually as well. We'll keep his defending going because he's doing so well now. He was at 40 or maybe even 30 for some of his defending stats. He's now at 62, low 60s, and he could get into 70s next season, which is incredible. Brady going up to a 60 rating. With a good result there. Rossi getting close to 68. Rossi's going to be a hell of a high-rated cunt. He just needs to get his speed sorted. Might as well keep going. We've got a message from Gibson. I was just waiting for this. You spoke earlier about my wage and nothing has changed. I'm not happy about the situation. We'll get to it. Viewing contract hasn't been a priority for me lately, but I'll find some time if this is so important for you right now. To be honest, I'm just going to keep, like, just bending him off until the end of the season where I'm going to sell him anyway. You squad monthly report. Okay. Take a look at Conte. Conte, oh, that's not Conte, that's Russo, so I guess that's not too bad. His potential is still going down. We'll give him a little bit more time. Conte's looking very, very good, though. Value of 230k. 77 to 94 potential, 58 overall. He's going to be a very good backup for Kakachi. Do some more training, I didn't even notice. Yeah, so I'm sorry about this. This is going to be like a full recap of Season 1. If you don't want to know a full recap or you don't really care, I'd advise to click off now, because the next little while will be just me looking over the season. Give you full warning before I get into it. It's kind of me personally. This is what I kind of like to do at the end of each season. Other people might like it. This is what I like seeing on other career modes, like just a full recap of everything. Sometimes it's not done, but usually it is, and I kind of want to do it myself. Put a bit more on Rossi. He's close to maybe. Oh, he is a 68. Never mind. I didn't even notice. Hennessy goes up to a 65 rating, despite getting a shitty drill in his race against the clock. He's gonna be a fast centre back. But yeah, once we get to around June time, I will take a look over everything. There's some more training here. And in June as well, I'll be obviously looking to see if I can steal any more pre-contract signings before the transfer window officially opens at the start of July. So if I can get another steal before having to buy them, that'd be insanely good. But a lot of people will probably be signing with new clubs already because it's so close to the end of the season, so I might have missed out on a couple of good players. I don't know if I want to train Russo, to be honest. I'll give him a bit of training. Fuck it, we'll give him a bit of training. I don't know if I really want to train him though, because he could be, well, his potential isn't exactly incredible, but if it's I know it's going to be a 70s potential, which I guess is kind of okay, I suppose. Let's get his rating up a bit anyway. He's at 48 now. Done quite well there in his drills as well. Rossi up to 69 now. Rossi's going to be overtaking Grill. But Rossi obviously knows he's going to be back up. At least for now anyway. I'm hoping Rossi will overtake Grill, become our best goalkeeper. We could sell on Grill, bring in another backup goalkeeper who's higher rated maybe. I've forgotten what Grill's potential was. I think it was like maybe high 70s, possibly low 80s. And with dynamic potential being in the game, it could go over 80. But he's not had the greatest of performances this season, so we'll still train him because he can still grow. I don't want Rossi overtaking Grill, because that means Rossi will be asking for more games and it'll be like, oh. But I also want to grow Rossi as quick as I can because he is a very good goalkeeper. His stats look incredible. I suppose I've been speaking of fucking Conte. I haven't even given him any drills for a while, so I apologise for that. He's right-footed, but he's a left back. That's a bit. He's got up to 59. Brady's got up to 61. Brady will be a very good midfielder next season. Palmer going back to where he's from, Rotherham, I believe, and with Akpan's rating slowly going down. Oh, we've actually got a message from the Bradford board. Jordan Gibson has come to us and told us that he made no attempt to resolve any issues regarding his wage. We do not like the discontent amongst the team, so we require to solve this dispute as soon as possible. Either find an appropriate buyer or agree a new contract with him. Well, I've been trying to sell him. I think he's even on the transfer list. I guess we'll have to just... What's he earning now? Let's check what he's earning now, and then we'll just give him a little bit on top of that, I suppose. I really want to pay him because he's going to be going soon. He's literally going in 2 months. His contract's going to run out. I don't want to over... Alright, start the offer at... Start the offer at 2,500 and... Or, yeah, start the offer, sorry, at 2,000. And don't go any higher than 3,000. I think that's fair. Okay, he's asking for £100. That's not really a big thing. He signed for 4 years, but it's still the transfer list, so... Anyway, now that's sorted. I knew I'd have to do it at some point. It's just, oh, we've got a message from him now. Glad to see that my value in the squad is recognised, boss. It'll help ease my mind and focus all on my football moving forward. Should only worry about football. Football should be your only concern, day in, day out. Always stay hungry for winning games, and money will surely follow. Yeah, be unhappy. You're the one being an asshole asking for wages all season, when you know you're not good enough for the team. Now we're in League One, he's going to be sold. I know I've just given him a 4-year contract, but... That's only to not, like, piss off the board, keep my rating up, stuff like that. I think there's only one objective I failed this season. And that was getting to a knockout round of the FA Cup. Which isn't bad for my first season in charge. We've got promotion, which is what we were given to do. I really wanted the title, but obviously we didn't get it. I just hope I don't get promotion goal next season, because I hope they don't expect me to go back to back. Because even I don't expect to go back to back. I've got one more drill. We'll give it to fucking Brady. Problem with having so many potential players is there's a lot to train and you can't train them all. Russo getting closer to that 49. I guess I'll keep him as just like a backup. Obviously I'll do a squad report as well at the end of the season and you'll know who's been trained and who hasn't. We'll go to around... Actually, we'll stop on the first. Player contract expiring, yeah, I'm aware. Divine's... Yeah, we're not going to need Divine. We've got Brady coming in for the youth academy now. He's already better than Divine. Divine can go. Alright, so a couple of things to do. First, we're going to do some more training. I suppose I'll put a timestamp in the description about when all the recapping's going on, just so people know whether to click off or whether to keep watching. I'm gonna put a fuckload of training now on Conti because he actually makes me happy to look at. He's at 235 value now. He was on 230 not long ago. He probably will end up overtaking Liberato Kakachi, but for now, we might as well just keep training him. A D and an A, or a B and an A, I can't read. It was Hennessy with a D. We're also getting up to 70 now. Hennessy getting closer to 66. It's called monthly report. Was what we need to check next. Keep an eye on Russo and Conti. Conti's going to be either... He's going to be at least 80, which is brilliant. 80 to a 94. Russo's going to be 71 to an 85. He's also eligible to be brought up. I'm not going to bring him up yet because he will not get in the game time. I could bring him up and then send him out on loan. It's an idea. He might not grow as much out on loan, that's the only thing. We'll sim one more week and then we'll give a big recap to the entire season because I'm sure it'll be over then. Yeah, I know. I know the contracts are expiring. I know you've shown me the youth report. Play contracts expire. I know, I'm aware. I don't want to keep him. Divine is a decent midfielder, but he's a League 2 midfielder at best. No offense to him. He's been good at times this season, but I don't think he's going to be any better. Palmer, he's on loan anyway. He's going back. And who's the other one? Colville. He hasn't played a single game. He's grown quite well, but I don't think he's good enough. I mean, he isn't good enough. We've got Carbonero. I'll probably sign another backup left mid anyway for next season. I guess I'll put some more I don't know how much I'm prepared to put more training on Grill, to be honest. I don't know how much more he will grow. How much is... Rossi is worth more. I'll put one on Rossi, but most of it's going to go to Conti now, because look at that. He's not even ready to be called up yet, which is the worst part, because I would love to call him up and give him a run out, but... It's not possible at the moment, because he's only 15. Can't neglect Russo, because he actually might become a part of our team. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to keep him or get rid. Still 50-50 on it. Next door's dog is barking now, which means my dog has to bark. It's kind of code. Russo very close to 50. Conti goes up to a 60. Rossi doesn't perform in his drill. Alright. We'll do one more week and then we'll do a big simulation, because I'm pretty sure... not big simulation, a big, like, look over everything. Because I think that'll be... all fine and dandy. Thomas Hennessy is going away on international duty. Catch, interestingly, not. I'm guessing it's a Euro tournament. It will be Euro tournament. It's Euro 2020. I'm just saving over so I don't lose anything that I've simmed so far, just in case. But anyway, let's take a look over everything then. This is the league table. Colchester are the champions of League 2. They finished with 106 points. That goal difference is incredible. They've only conceded 33 all season. Our goal difference is not so great. We've scored the same amount as them, but we've conceded 22 more. Bradford are second, though. We get promoted. Mansfield, third. Scunthorpe, Walsall, Alderman Stevenage are all in the playoffs. Northampton, Plymouth, Forest Green, Salford, Port Vale, Morecambe, Carlisle, Crawley, Exeter, Leyton Orient, Grimsby, Swindon, Cheltenham, Cambridge, Macclesfield. And if there was a conference, Crewe and Newport would be the teams relegated. Let's take a look at who's coming up with us then. I saw the winner quickly there, but I just want to see from the semi-finals. Stevenage beat Scunthorpe, Walsall beat Oldham, and Walsall beat Stevenage on penalties in the playoff final. So Walsall will be coming up with us after all. Anything else I need to check? FA Cup. Who was the FA Cup won by? FA Cup was won by Manchester City over Brighton 3-1. And if you don't remember, we were knocked out right at the bloody beginning. I think it was round 1. Was it round 1? It might have been round 2. It was round 2. We lost 2-0 to Cambridge very early in the season. I don't want to back. I keep backing up the whole thing. I don't know why. We'll take a look at the Carabao Cup now. Liverpool won that 3-0 over Newcastle. Where did we get knocked out? Pretty early as well in this, I'm pretty sure as well. Yeah, we lost to Scunthorpe. I remember fucking McGahey and name I will forever rue. He scored like it was the very, very last second, I'm pretty sure. And as for the Leaking.com trophy, we actually had a decent run in that. But in the end, it was won by Sunderland over Shrewsbury. We got to the area final where we lost to Shrewsbury. But we went on a decent run. We beat Peterborough, Ipswich on penalties, Crawley Town, and Wimbledon. We smashed Wimbledon. Anyway, let's take a look around the other leagues now. Obviously, only going to probably look at the big leagues. I'm not really interested in all the other leagues. So, they're in the Premier League. Manchester City win the title in an unbeaten season. Holy shit. Arsenal coming second. Liverpool coming third. Man United rounding out the top 4. Chelsea and Spurs 5th and 6th. Leicester 7th. Probably a table you'd expect. But have you... I just noticed the difference between 6th and 7th. A 27-point gap. That is insane. Alright, let's take a look at the relegation zone. Norwich, Aston... why am I calling them Aston? Norwich, Aston Villa and Sheffield United are going to get relegated straight back down after coming up, which is unfortunate for all of them, I suppose. Let's take a look at the Championship now. And this is going to be an interesting one, because relegated teams in this league will be the teams we face next season. So Fulham and Huddersfield are going to go up, and then one of Stoke City, Nottingham Forest, Leeds United and Derby County will go up as well. I don't think I can check their playoff games. So whoever wins out of that will go to the Premier League. Let's take a look at the relegation zone. There's the rest of the table if you're a fan of any of those clubs. So we're going to be facing Charlton, Millwall and Barnsley. And the thing about facing Barnsley is they're going to have Connor Chaplin back. So that should be an interesting one. We'll go down to League One here now. Portsmouth promoted. Sunderland and Peterborough. Well, no, it's... How many go up? 3 go up. My brain. Portsmouth and Sunderland promoted. Peterborough just missing out automatic promotion via goal difference. They're going to have to play playoffs. And if they lose the playoffs, I feel so bad for them. So Peterborough, Ipswich, Rotherham United and Lincoln will be in the playoff fight. Take a look down at the bottom end of the table. Who'll be coming down to our league this season? Accrington, Wimbledon, Bolton and Bury will be going down to League 2. And obviously we know our League 2 table. Let's go to the French League. Paris Saint-Germain, almost a perfect season. Just one draw stopping them from getting that perfect season. 37 wins and, like I said, 1 draw. No losses. What a season for Paris Saint-Germain. And in the relegation zone, I don't know how many teams get relegated, so I'm going to assume 3. Nîmes Olympique, Metz and Dijon are all relegated. Let's take a look at the Bundesliga now. FC Bayern are going to win that with an unbeaten season as well. 2 draws stop them from getting a full 100% perfect season. Dortmund as well, Leverkusen and Leipzig are the top 4. And I'm not sure how many get relegated from Germany either. I think they have 3 relegated teams. So Paderborn, not winning a single game all season, finished rock bottom with 3 points. Union Berlin and Dusseldorf also relegated. I think they have a relegation playoff match between 2 of the teams. So I don't remember which teams they are. So shows how much I'm wise about the other leagues. Serie A now. Piemonte Calcio or Juventus also have an unbeaten season. 2 draws stop them from getting the perfect season. 110 points for them. Top 4 are Milan as well, Napoli and Inter. Lazio having a very good season as well, just missing out top 4 due to the fact I think Inter Milan scored more goals, and I think that's what separates them because they've got the same goal difference. And then a 22-point gap, and then Roma gets 6th place. Let's take a look in the relegation zone. Fiorentina have fallen off their perch. I remember they used to be a good team, but Hellas Verona, Brescia and Lecce are going to be going down into Serie B. Now, we might as well take a look at the Eredivisie quickly. Ajax, 1 game off an unbeaten season as well. Will anyone have a perfect season is the question. Ajax 100 points. PSV and Feyenoord both on 88 points. Catching up to them. AZ Alkmaar in 4th place. I don't know who. I think it's 3. I'm just going to say 3, but I don't know. Sparta Rotterdam, SC Heerenveen, and RKC Valvik. I butchered it, I know, but I don't have a clue. All relegated from the Eredivisie. And we'll take a look at the Scottish Premier League, just for my own benefit. Celtic come top. Thank you, Celtic. This is Miller, if you're still watching, I know Miller watches these videos. If he's still watching at this point, he'll see this. Celtic get 9 in a row. Rangers in 2nd, and I know only 1 team gets relegated from Scottish Premier League, and that, well, maybe 2 actually. But St Mirren and Hamilton are the bottom 2 anyway. And then the final league I'll probably cover, the La Liga, Santander. Real Madrid finished top, 103 points. Barcelona not far behind on 101. Atletico on 93, and Valencia round out the top 4 with 88. Looking in the relegation zone here, Deportivo Alaves, I believe it is. Granada FC, or Granada CF actually. RCD Mallorca are the teams that go down. Mallorca not winning a game all season. I think that's all the leagues we really care about. Or at least I personally care about. I apologise if I've not covered your league. We're going to take another look at pre-contract players, because I want to see if I can sign anyone else for the season's out. Just trying to think who could be a big name for us. We're technically still in League 2, so we can't sign any high-rated players. George Kevin and Kudu. He must have signed a new contract. It's okay. Most of these will sign new contracts by now, but it's worth a look. I don't think we're going to get anyone from this list now. Jota's on there. He's probably signed a new contract too. I think we're out of luck. Ericsson. Oh, if only. If fucking only. You know what? It's worth a shot, innit? We probably won't be able to get him, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, he's unwilling to relocate. AKA, we're too low for him. Which is sucky, because in the first season we could have had Christian Eriksen for Bradford City. That would have been a massive signing. Jack Simpson, I don't know how good he is, but we've probably got our centre-backs next season with Hennessy growing quite well. And the fact that we've got Joe Worrell on a pre-contract. We could go for Rojo, but he's going to decline anyway. He's at 30 now. So I probably wouldn't get him even if I could. Probably only go for Rojo because he's a Man United player. Danny Rose is going to decline as well. He's at Dortmund anyway. Wilshere, Wijnaldum, Roberts, who we signed. Worrell, who we also signed. He's got up to 72 now. He's going to be a good defender next season. Abdul Rahman Baba. There's a couple of players here we could have got. These are the ones we scouted just to see, but we couldn't get him. We could have got David De Gea. But we're in League 2. In League 1, we're going to do the same thing again anyway. And we'll look in January. Let's take a look at the top goal scorers. Lee Novak, in the end, joint top with Giovanni Brown. Brownlow doing it in less matches. We've got Guthrie from Stevenage. Then Vaughan, 20 goals in 32 matches. Solid by him. Lavery, Williams, Nepomuceno, Cook, Williams, Colclough. Is there any more Bradford City players in here? There is. Donaldson with 14 out of 22 games. That's pretty good return, to be honest. McCartan, 14 out of 40. Not too bad for a centre attacking mid. Anyone else? Doesn't look like it. Let's move on to the assists. Palmer, top assist giver. 14 assists in 43 matches. McCartan with 12. Chaplin with 11. I'm just going to read my players now. Vaughan with 9. Akpan with 7, despite not playing as much towards the end of the season. Still a decent tally. And that's for clean sheets. Obviously, we're not going to be top, but we do get second place for clean sheets. 13 out of 40, which isn't great, but Colchester got 18 out of 40, and they won the league. So they even get clean sheets in half their matches, and they still won. So anything can happen, really. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. Suppose I could just sum up to the end of the season. Now, the following players' contracts will be expiring soon. Please review and negotiate with who you wish to keep on with the club. Ask me one more time. Go on, ask me. I don't want to keep any of them. There's a reason I've not signed at all, any of them at all. So those are the one. I said I was going to do a squad report. I better do that before I forget. take a look at their stats as well, actually, before I do that, though. Top scorer, obviously, Vaughan, 27 out of 42 appearances. Donaldson with 17 out of 30 appearances, not too bad in this send-off season. McCartan with 15 out of 48 appearances. Pretty decent assists as well from Vaughan and McCartan, I should say. Vaughan's had an incredible season. Chaplin, in his loan spell here, 15 goals, 12 assists in 36 appearances, not too shabby. Owen Doyle scores 12 and gets 6 assists for Swindon, which is, I guess, not too bad of a return, but he's going to be sold on anyway, most likely. Ismail, 8 goals. He came to life towards the end of the season. Carbonero as well with 6 assists. Matthew Palmer, 7 goals with 14 assists. And then everyone else kind of just followed on. Who didn't score? Grill, Kakachi, Wood, Richards Everton, Hennessy, O'Connor, Henley, Mellor. Most of the players you expect, really. No real attacking players not scoring this season. Let's take a look at the squad report. We've got to go all the way back up. And then go to overall change. And obviously you can tell who has had more training than others. Thomas Hennessy gone up from a 53 to a 65, an overall growth of 12. Leonard Grill gone up from a 72 from a 64, overall growth of 8. Johan Carbonero gone up 6 from a 65 to a 71. Ricardo Rossi gone up 5 from a 65 to a 70. He is going to be a machine. He could be Donnarumma the second. Liberato Kakachi gone up 5 from a 67 to a 72. Darren Brady gone up 4 from a 57 to a 61. Connor Chaplin gone up 3 from a 64 to a 67. Connor Wood gone up 2 from a 61 to a 63. Ben Richards Everton got up 2 from a 62 to a 64. Strong season from him. I didn't even realise he could play left back all season. I haven't realised. I could have put him there if I needed one. Paddy O'Connor got up 2 from a 61 to a 63. Jordan Gibson, the wage demander, who's going to get sold anyway, got up 2 from a 53 to a 55. Luca Colville got up 2 from a 55 to a 57. Matthew Palmer got up 2 from a 66 to a 68. Unfortunately, he'll be leaving us, as will Chaplin. Jermaine Anderson got up 2 from a 62 to a 64. Daniel Devine got up 2 from a 56 to a 58. Unfortunately, he is going to be a free agent next season. I feel bad for doing that, but he's just not good enough. McCartan's got up to a 90 pace player now, up 2 from a 63 to a 65. Zeli Ismail almost at 90 pace as well. He's gone up 2 from a 64 to a 66. Omari Patrick gone up from a 58 to a 60, gone up 2. Sam Hornby, who will be joining Forest Green at the end of the season, has gone up 1 from a 58 to a 59. Tyler French, gone up 1 from a 51 to a 52. Probably going to try and look to offload him. Adam Henley, going to get another season with the Bantams most likely. Gone up 1 from a 64 to a 65. Hope Akpan probably stay 2. Gone up 1 from a 65 to a 66. We've got no growth from Richard O'Donnell, Kelvin Miller, James Vaughan, Owen Doyle, Sean Scannell, and Donaldson, although I guess I should say Sean Scannell's gone down 1 from 66 to a 65 and Clayton Donaldson's gone down 1 from 62 to 61. I could accept Donaldson though declining because he's finished his career. Scannell will probably get moved on if he's going to keep declining like that. Doyle is going to get sold. Vaughan, after this season, I think I can keep him for another one, although he is injury prone. I didn't even notice that. Mellor, I'm not sure yet, and O'Donnell will probably get sold on. So that's that. That's the tea. I think that's all I need to cover. Try to think if there's anything else I need to do. I even noticed Damari Gray was on the list there. He has that special something. He's gone to Bologna, so I'm guessing he isn't on a pre-contract anymore. I think that's everything. I don't really need to take one more look at transfer list, do I? And I'm gonna get told about my objectives by the board anyway. So I don't know if you want to look at all our results, so I'm not going to show you them, but we have... I'll just do a recap for April, because that was our last month of football. So we started off badly, losing 3-0 to Colchester. We then lost 2-1 to Forest Green, which is not good. That's where Sam Hornby is going. Then we lost 4-0 to Crewe. I just don't even want to talk about that one. That was just a disaster. But we brought it back at the end of the season. We had a 3-0 win over Northampton and a 2-0 win over Walsall. So 2 clean sheets to end the season. Hopefully we'll bring that form into League One. I think I'm just going to go all the way to the end now. Oh, we have got some training to do. I press stop, but the game just doesn't want to. Alright. We'll try and get as much training in as we can. We need to build up these players as much as we physically can. Conti, the main man. Still only 15. It's going to be so good when he's 16. I can actually bring him on as a player. I don't know if he'll be playing... He won't be playing ahead of Kakachi, obviously. At least not yet, anyway. But he'll get chances to prove himself. Kakachi's still a professional player, promising player. Words. This is going to end up being over an hour. I didn't even notice that. I apologise deeply. It's a long ass episode, but it's a finale episode. Most of the season end episodes are going to be this long because I'm going to be covering a lot at the end of each season. Obviously, I will put timestamp in the description, like I said. If you clicked off, you clicked off at this point. I don't know. I don't want to do training. Fuck. No, can I back out? Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to give... I either going to have to give Conte an F or I'm just going to have to try here. Fuck me, sideways. Let me do this. I've got points, but I also lost the ball. Oh, bollocks. Oh, fucking Christ. I'm so sorry, Conte. I thought I had one more drill to do. That's why I didn't really mind that much. But then I realised I'd done all 5, and now I've got to... Oh, panties. I'm so sorry, Conte. Oh, the goalkeeper got in there quick. It's not the best of results because I can't do skill games for shit. How was he offside? Oh, whatever. I didn't realise offside was a thing in this training drill, but I guess sure. My goalkeeper doesn't want to close it down. Oh, it's the last attempt. What? Fuck you, Ismail. I just tackled you. You know what? Fine. I haven't got a B, which is good enough. C results. I don't want to... I did that by accident. I'll take a B. I'm so fucking annoyed. I don't know if it would have got better or worse, but it doesn't matter anyway. You've got a C in this other one. Maybe I should have kept going. Kakachi getting C's and Russo getting a D. So maybe I should have done all of them. My result there was the best. I've got a notification from Bradford City. Nice work. Earlier in the year, we set out to keep player wages in check and ensure they didn't increase by more than 30%. After our earliest financial reports came in, we could now confirm that they've achieved this goal. Thank you for playing your part in helping Bradford City grow, not just as a football club, but as a business. Sincerely, the board of directors. Okay, so we're going to get our, obviously, our report at the end of the season as well. In fact, actually, I want to... Oh, bollocks. I want to check how many objectives I've done, and I want to do our training, but... Player returning from loan. I think I might have just fucked my game up. I shouldn't have clicked that. I think I might have just messed it up. That's an issue. I'll give it a bit of time, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just end the episode there. Oh, I'm a moron sometimes, honestly. It'll take a second to load the end of the season bit anyway, so I'll just give it a bit of time till it usually would end. Yeah, there we go. Matthew Palmer's loan deal has expired, and he's been sent back to Rotherham. Yep, I'm aware. Owen Doyle is back to us. Chaplin will go back probably later on because I loaned him quite late. End of season, sure. We'll do one more training because we still can, which is good. I'm glad they've given me the option to do that. We'll put it on Conti, of course, and this time we won't be playing it because I can't do skill games. Although, I got a B, to be fair. I didn't want to quit because if I quit, it gives him a straight F. I wanted to give it a try, and I knew I could get better than F. I'm not that bad. If Russo somehow doesn't go up to 50 here, he's getting released. He might even go up to 51. With the bloody drills I'm giving him. His crossing's 37 for a right winger. I've done it again. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I got a tackle in. I did get... Yeah, no, what? You know what, fuck this. You can have an F. I'm so bloody mad. I tackled the first guy there. I'm sorry, Conti. You still get stats up anyway. Why is it that I don't have a brain right now? He's not done well in his other one. Ugh, whatever. He's going to grow anyway, it'll be fine. Russo's gone from 49 all the way to 51 there, just in one load of drills. I actually wish I had a brain sometimes. But it's okay, because next season he'll grow bigger and better and stronger. There you go, you can see the table once again. The game's supposed to rub it in. But anyway, we're going to end the season. End of season review. We've come to the end of the season, and the board could not be happier with your performance so far. The players and staff clearly look up to you, and you've done an excellent job aligning yourself with the club's vision both on and off the pitch. We would be delighted to have you stay at the club next season. Happy days. Anyway, I'm going to leave it on this screen because next screen is just a loading screen for Season 2. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Season 1 of the Bradford City Career Mode. I'm sorry it's been such a long finale episode, but it's probably going to be this long anyway, regardless. But I hope you guys have enjoyed Season 1. Obviously, we're going to go to Season 2 and try and get a straight promotion, maybe back-to-back, but most likely not. I think playoffs might be a realistic aim. I'll obviously show you what the board and stuff wants to do. That'll be the Sunday's double upload where we kick off Season 2. But like I said, once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you very, very soon for some more Bradford City Career Mode.